Have you ever looked in the mirror, perhaps after a restless night or a particularly busy day, and felt a jolt of surprise? It's that moment when your reflection seems to show someone a little older, a little more tired than you truly feel inside. Or maybe you've noticed little aches and pains creeping in, a persistent tiredness that just won't lift, or a general feeling that your body isn't quite keeping up with your spirit anymore. It's a painful reality that many of us face as the years go by. This creeping sensation that time might be accelerating its pace on us. We often shrug these things off, telling ourselves, "Oh, it's just part of getting older." But here's the surprising truth. The secret: you might not realize some of these common complaints aren't just normal signs of aging. They can actually be crucial body warnings, subtle signals that your body might be aging faster internally than it needs to, and that there are things we can do to slow that process down, to regain that youthful vitality. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 of these overlooked body warnings, diving deep into what they mean and, more importantly, exploring simple, practical steps you can take to address them. These aren't about reversing the clock entirely, but about giving your body the support it needs to thrive, to truly feel better, more energetic, and more vibrant. So, let's explore these signs together and discover how you can actively work towards living a fuller, more energetic life, feeling truly younger from the inside out. Make sure you watch right to the end, because there's something waiting for you that might just surprise you. Now, let's dive straight into the very first of these important body warnings. One that often whispers quietly at first before shouting loudly. I'm talking about persistent fatigue. Not just feeling a bit tired at the end of a long day, but that deep-seated exhaustion that lingers no matter how much you rest. You wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all. Or, by mid-afternoon, you're ready for a nap even if you've done very little. This isn't normal aging, it's a significant signal. Our bodies are incredibly resilient, but constant fatigue can be a sign of underlying inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, or even chronic stress that's silently taxing your system. Accelerating cellular aging. Think of your body as a high-performance engine. If it's constantly sputtering and running low on fuel, it's going to wear out faster. We often blame a busy schedule or just getting older for this weariness. But it's crucial to understand that feeling constantly drained is a warning sign that your body isn't getting what it needs to repair and rejuvenate itself. A surprising number of people I've spoken with, like my friend Sarah, who's in her late 60s and used to feel utterly wiped out by lunchtime, believed this was just her new normal. She'd say, "I just don't have the energy I used to, even for my grandkids." Yet, with a few simple shifts, her energy levels soared. What did she do? Well, it starts with hydration. Many of us are simply not drinking enough water throughout the day. Dehydration, even mild, can significantly impact your energy levels and metabolic function. Aim for 8 glasses of water a day, perhaps adding a squeeze of lemon or some cucumber slices to make it more appealing. Beyond water. Sarah focused on whole, unprocessed foods. We're talking about leaning into colorful fruits, leafy green vegetables, lean proteins like chicken or fish, and healthy fats from avocados and nuts. These foods are packed with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants your body needs to produce energy efficiently and fight off that internal inflammation. It's not about strict diets, but about mindful choices, swapping out sugary snacks for an apple with peanut butter, or choosing grilled fish over fried. Sarah also started incorporating gentle movement into her routine. Even just 15 minutes of brisk walking in the morning, or a short stretching session, can significantly boost energy by improving circulation and releasing mood-lifting endorphins. It might seem counterintuitive to move when you're tired, but often, the right kind of movement can re-energize you. The key here is consistency, not intensity. Start small and build up. And finally, stress management played a huge role for Sarah. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that, over time, can contribute to fatigue and accelerated aging. Simple practices like deep breathing for a few minutes each day, listening to calming music, or spending time in nature can make a remarkable difference. When Sarah started to prioritize these small habits, she noticed a remarkable shift. The persistent fatigue that had been her constant companion began to recede, replaced by a renewed sense of vigor and a spring in her step. She wasn't fighting getting older anymore. She was embracing healthier living. Now, let's move on to the second common body warning. And this one often goes hand in hand with fatigue, the unwelcome arrival of persistent aches and pains that just don't seem to go away. We're talking about those stiff knees in the morning, that nagging lower back discomfort, or shoulders that just don't feel right. Again, the common refrain is, it's just part of getting older. And while some wear and tear is natural, widespread, chronic pain is often a clear signal of deeper inflammation within the body, a sign that your body's repair systems might be struggling to keep up, or that your joints and muscles are under undue stress. Think about it. If your car's warning light for tire pressure comes on, you don't just ignore it and say, "Oh, it's an old car." You address it. Similarly, chronic aches are your body's warning lights. For my neighbor, Mr. Davies, a retired carpenter in his early 70s, his knee pain had gotten so bad he'd almost given up on his daily walks, which he used to love. He'd hobble around, convinced that his active life was behind him. But his pain wasn't just old age. It was a culmination of years of wear, yes, but also a diet that contributed to inflammation, and a lack of specific movements that could support joint health. To address this, Mr. Davies started by embracing low-impact exercise. While it might seem counterintuitive to move painful joints, gentle activity like swimming, cycling, or even just walking on soft surfaces can significantly improve joint flexibility and strength by nourishing the cartilage and strengthening the surrounding muscles. The goal isn't to push through pain, but to find movement that feels good and gradually increases range of motion. He joined a local aqua aerobics class, and the buoyancy of the water provided incredible relief while still allowing him to exercise. Another crucial step Mr. Davies took was to incorporate more anti-inflammatory foods into his diet. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, mackerel, and flax seeds, are powerful inflammation fighters. He started adding a handful of berries, which are packed with antioxidants, to his morning oatmeal, and began to experiment with spices like turmeric and ginger in his cooking, both well known for their anti-inflammatory properties. These simple dietary changes, over time, can significantly reduce the internal inflammation that contributes to chronic pain. Staying hydrated, as we discussed with fatigue, is also vital for joint health, as water is a key component of the lubricating fluid in your joints. And crucially, gentle stretching and mobility exercises became a part of Mr. Davies's daily routine. Simple stretches for his hamstrings, quads, and calf muscles, along with some gentle yoga poses, helped improve his flexibility and reduce muscle stiffness. It wasn't about becoming a contortionist, but about easing tension and allowing his body to move more freely. He found a 10-minute online stretching routine designed for seniors, and committed to doing it every morning. The result, within a few months, Mr. Davies was back to enjoying his walks. Not pain-free completely, but with significantly reduced discomfort. He realized that his body wasn't just breaking down. It was responding to the care he was finally giving it. These first two warnings, persistent fatigue and lingering aches, are often interconnected, revealing a body crying out for more nourishing inputs and less internal burden. Addressing them truly lays the groundwork for reclaiming your vitality. Now that we've discussed how to combat persistent tiredness and those nagging aches, let's shift our focus to another profound indicator of how fast your body might be aging: the quality of your sleep. The third body warning we need to talk about, one that many people reluctantly accept as a badge of aging, is persistent trouble sleeping. It's not just an occasional restless night. It's the chronic difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling utterly unrefreshed, as if you hadn't slept at all. We hear countless stories about how sleep patterns change as we get older. And while some shifts are natural, chronic insomnia, or consistently poor sleep, is a huge red flag that your body isn't getting the critical repair and rejuvenation time it needs. Sleep is your body's nightly tune-up session. It's when cellular repair happens. Hormones are balanced, memories are consolidated, and waste products are cleared from your brain. When this vital process is disrupted, it dramatically accelerates cellular aging, impacting everything from your mood and cognitive function to your immune system and physical energy. Think of it this way: if you never let your phone fully charge, it would constantly be running on fumes and eventually wouldn't perform. Your body is no different. Many factors can interfere with sleep, from too much screen time before bed to late-night meals, chronic stress, and an irregular sleep schedule. I remember my aunt, Ms. Evelyn, who's in her early 80s, telling me she barely slept more than 4 or 5 hours a night. And those were broken hours. She used to joke, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." But it was clearly impacting her quality of life, making her irritable and forgetful. We talked about a few simple, yet powerful, changes she could make. The first, and perhaps most crucial, was establishing a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up around the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your body's natural circadian rhythm, its internal clock. It teaches your body when to be awake and when to be sleepy. It might feel rigid at first, but consistency is key. Ms. Evelyn also focused on creating a truly sleep-conducive environment. This meant making her bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. She invested in blackout curtains and made sure her room temperature was comfortable, typically between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, which is optimal for sleep. Another significant step was developing a relaxing wind-down routine before bed. This meant putting away electronic devices at least an hour before sleep. The blue light emitted from screens can suppress melatonin, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy. Instead, Ms. Evelyn started reading a physical book, listening to calming music, or doing some gentle stretching and deep breathing exercises. She also learned to avoid heavy meals and caffeine late in the evening. While a cup of tea might seem harmless, certain teas contain caffeine, and a large meal too close to bedtime can make your digestive system work overtime when it should be winding down. Within a few weeks of implementing these changes, Ms. Evelyn noticed a remarkable difference. She began sleeping 7 to 8 hours most nights, and more importantly, waking up feeling truly refreshed and energized. Her mood improved, her memory seemed sharper, and she had more zest for her daily activities. Now, let's seamlessly transition to our fourth body warning: chronic digestive issues. This might include persistent bloating, constipation, indigestion, or an overall feeling of discomfort after eating. Many people mistakenly believe that a sluggish digestive system is just another perk of getting older. But a healthy gut is foundational to overall health, playing a crucial role in nutrient absorption, immune function, and even mood regulation. When your digestive system isn't working efficiently, it's a strong sign that your body isn't properly absorbing the vital nutrients it needs, leading to deficiencies and chronic inflammation that accelerate aging from the inside out. Imagine your gut as the root system of a plant. If the roots aren't healthy, the plant won't flourish. For instance, I recall a viewer who wrote in, sharing her struggle with debilitating bloating and irregular bowel movements for years. She'd tried countless remedies, but nothing seemed to stick. She was convinced her digestive system was simply giving up. Yet, her issues were a clear signal that her body was struggling with the foods she was eating and how she was eating them. We talked about a few core adjustments. The first was to significantly increase her fiber intake. Most of us, especially as we age, don't get enough dietary fiber. which is essential for healthy bowel function and feeding beneficial gut bacteria. She started incorporating more high-fiber foods like whole grains, legumes, fruits with skins, and plenty of vegetables into every meal. Lentils, beans, oats, apples, and broccoli became her new best friends. Gradual introduction is important here to avoid discomfort. Secondly, she started experimenting with fermented foods. Things like plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi are packed with beneficial probiotics that can help rebalance the gut microbiome, leading to smoother digestion and better nutrient absorption. Just a small serving daily can make a big difference. And crucially, we circled back to hydration. Just like with energy and joint health, water is vital for digestion, helping to soften stool and keep things moving smoothly. She started carrying a water bottle everywhere and made a conscious effort to sip throughout the day. Lastly, and perhaps surprisingly, mindful eating played a huge role. Instead of rushing through meals, she started eating slowly, chewing her food thoroughly, and paying attention to her body's hunger and fullness cues. This simple act aids digestion by allowing enzymes to work more effectively and prevents overeating. Within weeks, she reported a dramatic reduction in bloating and more regular, comfortable digestion. She felt lighter, more energetic, and realized her gut wasn't giving up. It was just asking for the right support. Now, let's move on to the fifth body warning. One that you might literally see reflected back at you: unexpected or rapid changes in your skin that go beyond normal fine lines and wrinkles. I'm talking about persistent dryness, a noticeable loss of elasticity and bounce, or wounds that seem to take forever to heal. While wrinkles are a natural part of life's journey, a sudden or significant deterioration in skin quality can be a powerful indicator of internal imbalances, signaling faster cellular aging than you might realize. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it's a window into your internal health. If your skin is struggling, it's often a sign that your body isn't getting enough hydration, vital nutrients, or is battling chronic inflammation. Think of your skin as a protective barrier. When it's not well nourished, it becomes less effective at protecting you and more susceptible to damage, accelerating the visible signs of aging. For example, a woman named Carol, in her early 70s, came to me concerned about how dull and paper-thin her skin felt. Even though she moisturized diligently, she developed dry, flaky patches that just wouldn't go away, and her skin seemed to bruise easily. She felt her skin was giving up on her. But her skin wasn't giving up. It was signaling a deeper need. We focused on a multi-pronged approach. First, and paramount, was internal hydration. While external moisturizers are helpful, true skin hydration starts from within. We emphasize drinking plenty of water throughout the day, just as we discussed for energy and digestion. Secondly, we focused on nutrient-rich foods, particularly those packed with healthy fats and antioxidants. Foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, fatty fish like salmon, and olive oil provide essential fatty acids that are crucial for maintaining skin barrier integrity and keeping it supple. Antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, like berries, spinach, and bell peppers, help fight off free radical damage that contributes to skin aging. Carol started adding avocado to her salads and snacking on a handful of almonds, and she noticed her skin feeling more supple within a few weeks. Thirdly, we discussed sun protection. Even if you've been lax in the past, it's never too late to protect your skin from further damage. Daily use of a broad-spectrum sunscreen with at least SPF 30 even on cloudy days, and wearing protective clothing and hats when outdoors, is crucial. Sun damage is a primary accelerator of skin aging. And finally, gentle skincare became her mantra. Overly harsh cleansers or excessive scrubbing can strip the skin of its natural oils. Carol switched to a gentle, hydrating cleanser and a richer moisturizer, applying it immediately after showering to lock in moisture. The transformation in Carol's skin was remarkable. It became plumper, more hydrated, and felt significantly healthier. She realized her skin was a reflection of her overall health, and by nourishing her body from the inside out, her skin began to glow again. These 5 warnings: fatigue, aches, poor sleep, digestive issues, and skin changes are all deeply interconnected, each one signaling that your body needs a bit more care and attention to truly thrive. They're not just nuisances, they're valuable messages. Now, let's turn our attention to the mind and muscles, looking at 2 more critical warnings that often sneak up on us. Signs that your body might be aging faster than you think. Let's now delve into the 6th important body warning, one that can be particularly unsettling: persistent memory lapses and a noticeable brain fog. This isn't just misplacing your keys occasionally or forgetting a name every now and then, which can happen to anyone. This is about feeling a consistent mental sluggishness, difficulty concentrating, struggling to recall words, or finding that your thoughts aren't as clear and sharp as they once were. Many people are quick to dismiss these as inevitable signs of senior moments, but a consistent decline in cognitive function can be a significant signal that your brain isn't receiving optimal support, or that there's underlying inflammation or stress impacting its health. Accelerating neurological aging. Your brain is a powerhouse, but like any intricate machine, it needs the right fuel and maintenance. If it's constantly struggling, it's a warning sign. I often think of my own grandmother, Helen, who was always incredibly sharp. But in her late 70s, she started to get frustrated with her memory, often repeating stories or losing her train of thought mid-sentence. She'd say, "My brain just isn't what it used to be." While some age-related cognitive changes are normal, consistent brain fog can often be mitigated. We talked about how to feed her brain better. This meant prioritizing brain-boosting foods. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon and walnuts, are crucial for brain health and function. Antioxidant-rich foods like berries, dark leafy greens, and dark chocolate help protect brain cells from damage. She started incorporating a handful of walnuts into her daily snack and tried to include salmon twice a week. Another key was mental exercise. Just like your muscles, your brain needs to be challenged to stay agile. This doesn't mean becoming a crossword puzzle champion overnight, but it does mean engaging in activities that require focus and learning. Grandma Helen started learning a few phrases in a new language using a simple app. And she also began playing strategic board games with friends. She found that the joy of learning and connecting socially was stimulating her mind in ways she hadn't realized she was missing. Stress management, as we've discussed, is also paramount here. Chronic stress floods the brain with cortisol, which can impair memory and cognitive function over time. Grandma Helen found that even 10 minutes of quiet meditation or listening to classical music helped clear her mind and reduce her daily stress. And finally, social engagement plays a huge role. Staying connected with friends and family, participating in group activities, and engaging in stimulating conversations can significantly boost cognitive health and ward off brain fog. The more active and connected her mind was, the sharper she felt. Over time, Grandma Helen's frustration lessened, and she felt a renewed sense of confidence in her mental abilities, truly proving that our brains can stay vibrant and engaged with the right support. Now, for our 7th and final crucial body warning, and it's one that deeply impacts your independence and quality of life: the noticeable loss of muscle mass and strength, often referred to as sarcopenia. This isn't just about not being able to lift as heavy weights as you used to. It's about everyday tasks becoming harder, struggling to open a jar, finding it difficult to get up from a low chair, or feeling unstable when walking. While some muscle loss is natural with age, a rapid or significant decline is a powerful signal that your body is aging faster than it should, primarily due to inactivity and insufficient protein intake. Muscle isn't just for looking good, it's vital for metabolism, bone health, balance, and maintaining your overall physical independence. When you lose muscle, you become more prone to falls, injuries, and a general decline in your ability to live life on your own terms. Imagine trying to drive a car with a rapidly deflating tire. Eventually, you won't be able to go anywhere safely. Your muscles are your body's support system. I saw this firsthand with a dear friend, John, who's in his early 70s. He used to be quite active, but after a minor injury, he became sedentary, and within a year, he noticed a dramatic drop in his strength. He could barely lift his grocery bags and felt very unsteady on his feet. He felt his best years were behind him, but his body was simply crying out for renewed physical activity and proper nutrition. The key to combating muscle loss lies in two main areas: resistance training and adequate protein intake. Resistance training doesn't mean you need to start lifting barbells like a bodybuilder. It means engaging your muscles against some form of resistance. This could be bodyweight exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, or simply rising from a chair repeatedly. It could involve using resistance bands, or even light dumbbells. The goal is to challenge your muscles safely to stimulate growth and strength. John started with just 15 minutes of bodyweight exercises 3 times a week, gradually increasing repetitions as he got stronger. He found many excellent, gentle exercise videos online specifically designed for seniors, allowing him to work out safely at home. Secondly, we addressed his protein intake. Many older adults don't consume enough protein, which is essential for building and repairing muscle tissue. We aimed for roughly 20-30 grams of protein at each main meal. This could mean a serving of chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, or plant-based options like lentils and beans. John started adding a scoop of protein powder to his morning smoothie, or having a hard-boiled egg as a snack. Consistent, small increases in protein, combined with regular resistance exercise, worked wonders. Within a few months, John was amazed at the difference. He could carry his groceries with ease, felt much steadier on his feet, and even started taking longer walks in his neighborhood without feeling exhausted. He realized that it was never too late to rebuild strength and reclaim his physical capabilities. So, there you have it. 7 crucial body warnings that often signal your body might be aging faster than it needs to. And perhaps more importantly, the power you have to address each one. We've talked about persistent fatigue, those nagging aches and pains, the struggle with sleep, chronic digestive issues, unexpected skin changes, the frustrating brain fog, and the worrisome loss of muscle mass. Each of these signs is not a sentence, but a message, an invitation from your body to listen and respond. Remember, the journey to feeling younger and more vibrant isn't about grand, sweeping gestures or radical overhauls. It's about small, consistent, loving actions. It's about hydrating your body, nourishing it with whole foods, moving it gently and consistently, prioritizing restful sleep, reducing stress, and challenging your mind and muscles. These are not just tips. They are fundamental pillars for supporting your body's incredible capacity for repair and rejuvenation. Regardless of your chronological age, every small step you take, every glass of water you drink, every 5 minutes of gentle movement, every mindful meal is a powerful investment in your future self, in your vitality, and in your quality of life. You have the power to influence how you feel, how you move, and how clearly you think. It's never too late to start making these positive changes, and the rewards are truly immense. Imagine waking up with more energy, moving with less pain, thinking with more clarity, and simply enjoying each day more fully. This is not a dream. It's an achievable reality. Your body is incredibly resilient, and it responds beautifully to the care you give it. Don't let these warnings discourage you. Let them empower you to take control. You are capable of so much more than you think, and your best years are absolutely still ahead of you. What resonated most with you from today's discussion? Are there any of these warnings that you've experienced? And what small steps have you tried to address them? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your insights could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start their own journey. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this message. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more practical advice and inspiring content designed to help you live your best, most vibrant life at every age. Thank you for joining me today. Live your best life. Cherish every moment. And remember, age is just a number. Vitality is a choice.